What's up? What's up? Good morning. It is 6:19. We are looking at the opening bell. It is Friday, May 17th, and we got the professor in studio.
What's up,
What's up,
dude?
man? Well, technically, you're not in studio, huh?
No, I'm at my house.
Are you heading
Drinking some
over?
coffee? No.
Nice. I didn't think so. Yeah. You're smarter than me. You want to know why?
Why?
Because you're not holding GameStop and AMC stock right now.
Oh, what do you? You're down. What is it? 21%. Jeez.
Yeah,
21 and
21%. That's pretty good, huh? So
what
pre-market
you?
is
What?
21%. So it was at 33 as of like midnight, and then all of a
Uh-huh.
sudden they pulled the carpet out and everyone fell down. So I
Would you?
bought
Would you buy it at?
it at 26.
Oh, so you're still up technically.
No, I'm down because the once it opens, it's not going to be at 27 anymore. Let me show you this side. Share this tab instead. Bing, bing, bing. So technically, right now it's at 21.87.
Oh,
21.
jeez.
Yeah. So once the market opens at 6:30, this is where it starts off. So I bought it at 26, but I sold like 80% of it at 66.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But that
Dang,
last
it was
80,
up at 60 something.
yes. And this was
Oh,
Tuesday.
oh, man, freaking. Talk about gambling. That's freaking stock market right there, dude. Legal
I
gambling.
I know it's well when you're in these stocks, it's like it's not even, you're not even trading anymore. It's pure gambling. It's buying a lotto ticket, you know.
Yeah, it's like
So,
Russian roulette.
absolutely. And I cut the bullet with my last 20%, but still made a profit. But AMC
Yeah.
over here is at $4.49. So it started off at 3, shot up to 12. That one I lost some money on because I bought that at $8.40. So, and now it's at $4.48.
Yeah, so it's like at half, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So, still positive, but not what I would have liked it to be. But it's not over. So, Friday, what am I expecting? I'm not expecting much, but we're going to find out pretty soon. It's just been really, really lagging. So, who knows what's going to happen? For example, the Denver game, who knows what's going to happen, right?
Freak,
Did you,
dude, that was a blowout.
I mean, that word doesn't even describe it, right?
Well,
I,
freaking, I wasn't watching the game. I was doing some other stuff, and I'm like, oh, let me turn on the game. And I was like,
yeah,
wait, how much is that? I think that's like 20 something points.
yeah, yeah, and
I had to like double check. Like, I did
yeah,
like, is the score what I think it is?
no, it was worse. It was worse than what you thought it was, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
because I was like, oh, I'm doing some other stuff, whatever. I'll turn it off on the second quarter, whatever. It's gonna be a close game. And I'm like, wait, they're up how much?
yeah, it
And
was pretty
it
incredible.
just kept getting worse and worse.
I can't even comprehend what happened yesterday. So like I was going back and forth with you. Hey, should I get them at 8.5? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and 8.5 was not enough, to say the least. Right?
Well, they lost by 45. Jesus.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty bad. I can't even. I don't even know what they were thinking to be so bad. Why did they? What do you think happened?
Oh, well, from what I've seen on the box scores, they didn't shoot well, and it's not like anyone on like it's not like, oh, Anthony Edwards got like 60 or 50. Like he only got like 27 points.
Yeah.
like he had 27. McDaniels had 21. Cat had 10. Conley had 13.
Yeah, there wasn't like
It's
someone who went off for a 50 burger or something like that, is what you're saying.
yeah, it's like no one on the Timberwolves like went off.
Yeah.
It's just they
Yeah.
shot like they just they like I'm looking at the box score right now. The Nuggets shot 30%, Timberwolves shot 46%, and then threes the Timberwolves were 15 for 40, and then I guess the uh, the Nuggets were 7 for 36 for basically 19%.
Gosh dang. So that's a big but the thing is, to have a score like 70-15, they had to have gone in a drought for like quite a while. There's no way, right? I think they said they had a 24-0 run at the beginning, and then they like had in the fourth quarter or something like that, they had a 29-0 run. So yeah, there were some big runs that just
Yeah,
took them out. I mean, how do you lose by 45? At one point, it was 50.
yeah.
So, I mean, you got to be pretty disappointed. Do you think they come back in Game 7?
The Nuggets, I would think it's just like one of those like we'll get them next time.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
Well,
I
that and
mean,
Game 7 is just like Game 7 is just a Game 7. Anything can
absolutely.
happen.
Yeah, and you got the world champions. If this were like the Knicks or the Pacers or the Clippers or anyone like that, I would say they don't have that
That
those
dog.
guts. Yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
know if Denver has the dogs, because I don't think they were really challenged last year at all. Who was the best team
Uh,
that they played last year?
um. Well,
Let me see.
I don't.
Let me see who
Well.
Denver
Well.
played.
Well. Well. They played the Lakers. Well, they played the Timberwolves in the first round. They beat them. I don't remember
Okay.
who they played in the second round. They played the Lakers in the conference championship and they smoked them. And then they played the Heat, and the Heat were,
The
I
Heat.
don't remember. I don't remember who they played in the second round, but no, they pretty much were on like they went five. I think they went five with the Timberwolves, a tough five, and
Yeah, they
then
went 5.
they and then I think they went like 5 or 6 with the Lakers in the conference championship, and then the against the Heat, I think they went like 5, maybe 6, but it wasn't a tough five.
No. You're,
Yeah,
you're
so
telling me
no.
they played the Lakers last year?
Well, remember the Warriors played the Lakers in the semis.
Okay. Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
remember, and
Yeah, yeah.
like when we had DiVincenzo, and he was like our second
Oh,
best
yeah.
player.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. And then they couldn't rebound.
Yeah, because remember we beat the Kings in the first round in 7,
Yeah.
and the Lakers were just too big for us.
Exactly. Yeah, so I got it here. Yeah, Nuggets and Lakers. I can't believe Lakers were in the conference finals. Man, they could have made the championship last year.
Well, they played the
That's
Grizzlies. Remember, they played the Grizzlies, and then what's the one guy that talks a lot of smack on the Grizzlies?
jump.
Well, he's
Oh,
not.
Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, they beat him in like 5 or 6.
exactly. Did Ja Morant? I don't think he played. Wasn't he hurt or something?
I think he played, but I think he was kind of like. I think they got punked because I remember John Morant and all them were like, "Oh, we're just we don't care about the Western Conference. We're just
Yeah.
looking at the Eastern Conference." It's like, bro, you
Oof.
guys haven't won anything. What are you guys talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, that's a little crazy. Yeah, Dylan Brooks is a character, but he took that Houston Rockets team to be way better than they were, and they almost made the playoffs. In fact, I think they should have made the playoffs. It would have been better than seeing what the Warriors did this year. Yeah, that was garbage. I would have liked to see them. So then, yeah, they kind of cruised to the championship. They
Who they
played
play in the second round?
the second round. So they played the Grizzlies. Then they played the Nuggets. Who did the Nuggets play? They played the Suns.
Yeah.
So that was Booker
Oh.
and Chris Paul.
No, it was Durant.
Was Durant on the team?
He was on
Was
the
Chris
team
Paul
last
on the
year.
team?
No, Chris Paul was on the.
Yeah, he was on the Suns. He was on the Suns because he was on the Warriors this year.
Was he on the Suns last year?
Yes,
So they had.
guaranteed.
So they had Paul, Durant, and Booker.
Yes, sir. And they probably had DeAndre Ayton. Yeah, because he was traded this year.
Yeah,
So
yeah, because they,
that was-
they got Beal this year.
Exactly. So that was a pretty good team. Oh,
Oh, they went 6.
yeah. Did they go 6? What do you think happens with that Suns team?
Well, they already fired the coach, so nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the coach, he's got to go, right? Or no? You think it's his
they already
fault?
Fired. No, bro, you can't. It's just. What are they gonna? They traded for Durant, all this stuff. They traded for Beal.
Yeah.
It's just. What are you gonna do? They're
Would you have
paying
traded?
him.
Would
They're
you have
paying
traded
him.
for Beal?
No. He's like a. He's never been a guy, and he makes like more than Curry, dude.
If you could get Bradley Beal, you wouldn't take him.
No, I'd rather have
Dang.
the financial flexibility.
Well, then you'd be fired.
He makes Curry money, dude.
I know, but if you don't take Bradley Beal, I don't know if they're going to let you get away with that. It's one of those things that is nobody likes. It's kind of like in the draft when you know there's a player, like what happened with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the quarterback from Pittsburgh. What's his name? The guy with the good hair and the small hands, you say?
Small hands Pickett.
Yeah, Pickett. Yeah. If they don't take him, oh my gosh, and he does well somewhere else, you lose your job. That's it. You're done. If you take him,
Yeah, but
everyone's happy.
then you get fired because small hands Pickett can't hold on to a football. And then Bradley Beal, it's like he sucks. Still, I won't say he sucks, but like the amount of money he makes, and for what he does, he's just like, he's never been the guy. It's like, what's he like? He's and he's always hurt. It's like he's a good shooter, but it's like it's not like he's like he's not like a Hall of Famer. Like you go all out for Durant, I get it,
Top 5 player, do you?
Huh?
Do you think Durant's a top 5 player?
Right now or in general?
Right now, of course. What do I care about if he was a top 5 player? Why don't you just pay it $40 million for Ray Allen then? Because he was the top 5 player sometime in history.
Right now he's not a top 5 player. He's top 10.
You think so? I mean, he looks so
Yeah.
slow. He couldn't change the momentum of the game. But then again, look at the Timberwolves and what they're doing to the Nuggets, right?
Well, yeah. Once the playoffs comes, it kind of like at least Durant he could go get like like OKC. They could really use Durant right now. Someone who just like make their own shot.
Oh yeah, but that's shy, right? Do you think Durant's still a number 1?
Right now, nah, he's a number 2.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with that.
He's old, dude. He's like 36, 37.
Yeah. He doesn't seem like he can move quite that fast. When he goes side to side, it's basically they catch up with him so quick. Those people on the Timberwolves were just like way faster than him. And because Durant's so slow, it just made them look faster. Like Neil Alexander, he was just like boom, boom, boom. And then Durant's not even getting back. It was ugly. Now, what's Bradley Beal's excuse? He's young, right?
He's like 30, 31, but he's always been hurt.
Oh.
He's always hurt.
Well, I can't say that I've seen him play very much because he was over there in Washington his
The
whole
Wizards,
career,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, he was
Dang.
with the Wizards, and you know, the Wizards, they've always been garbage. Besides, like those couple years when they had him and John Wall. Even John Wall
Yeah.
got old real quick.
John Wall, he had all the talent in the world. That Kentucky team, wasn't he? He was with DeMarcus Cousins, right?
Yeah, it was him and Cousins.
Was it Kansas or Kentucky?
No, it was Kentucky.
Yeah, that was a heck of a team, man. Those two NBA freaking players at the height of their athleticism. And it's like, I don't think they won a championship. Didn't they lose in the championship?
I don't even think. I think they got to like the Elite Eight. I don't even think they got to like the Final Four.
It was pretty bad run because I know everyone expected them to just cruise through that. But and DeMarcus Cousins on the Kings was a dog, dude. It was 1-on-5 every day. I got to see a little bit of that. Did you ever see him on the Kings?
I didn't see him on the Kings. Yeah, he was always. It was just him, and then I remember they paid him, and then they didn't want to pay him again. He got traded to the Pelicans. It was him and Anthony Davis, and then he
he was
tore
way
his
too old.
AC. Yeah, well, I think he tore his ACL or something.
Yeah,
And then after that, he was kind of like done.
he did win a championship in Golden State,
I don't think he won one.
didn't?
I think he got there the year the Warriors lost to the Raptors.
Bro, DeMarcus Cousins is only 33 years old right now.
I think he was like in the big three or something like that.
No, he's in some kind of creator league or something like that.
Yeah.
Like YouTube. So, I mean, it's not even a league. It's like he's playing content creators. It doesn't even make sense. So, I guess he's not going to get hurt and he's going to make some money, right?
Yeah. Wait,
I mean, I
rich.
I play at 24-hour fitness for free. So,
yeah.
Maybe I bet those content creators are better than the people I play against. What do you think?
I would assume so.
I don't know. They're playing against me. I'm pretty good. So, Darius Miller Eric Bledsoe was on that team too.
Oh, Bledsoe?
Yeah, Bledsoe was in that team. But yeah, I can't see how far they went. Let me see. All the way.
I think they got to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, you're right. Elite Eight, and then they lost to West Virginia. So first round, second round. I mean, how do you even guard John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins?
Even Bledsoe's an NBA player for a good amount of time.
This can't be correct. It says Cam Payne was. How old is Cam Payne? This must be a different campaign. That could be a, because he's young, isn't he?
Cameron Payne. That's didn't he play for like Michigan State or something?
Yeah, this is probably a different campaign because I'm looking at the West Virginia team that beat DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall, and I don't see a single NBA player on this team that I recognize. That's crazy.
Because Cam Payne, he plays for like the Sixers, right?
Yeah. There's no way he's 33. I mean, he barely just came on the scene, and he didn't play at West Virginia, did he? You're saying he played at Michigan,
or I don't remember. I don't know where he played, but yeah, that was like, and I'm sure like that campaign is like a senior.
Yeah. So that year, they lost to West Virginia that had no NBA players on the team, and then that West Virginia team lost to the Duke team that Seth Curry and Mason Plumlee, Miles Plumlee was on.
Was Kyrie on that team or no?
No,
that's
Kyrie.
probably too low.
Yeah, I don't see Kyrie on that team. I can't believe Kyrie went to Duke. Isn't that such a weird thing? Because Duke's such a preppy school. And then when you think of Kyrie, you think not preppy, but Kyrie's just out there. He's like not going to fit in your system wherever you put him. He's just like, a hippie, right?
Yeah. Well, you don't think that kind of like fits?
No, because I think Duke is kind of like this box, and you have to fit in this box. Look at Seth Curry. Look at JJ Redick. Look at freaking Grant Hill. They'll fit in a box. But Kyrie, you can't put him in no box. Am I right? I mean, freak.
Yeah, but he is Australian,
Is he?
Yeah, he was born like Australia, dude.
What the freak? You're hearing it right here first. Kyrie Irving is Australian. That's
Well,
weird.
I think it's kind of like wasn't Kobe born like Italy or something like that, or his dad played in Italy or something?
Yeah, but that doesn't count. That
I think
doesn't
that's
count
what.
because so it's like a military thing.
Well, I think it's no, not a military thing, but I think his dad was playing ball overseas and stuff,
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Interesting. I did not know that. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is the first
Kyrie's
I'm hearing.
yeah, he's like Australian or like New Zealand, something like that.
I don't think you would say he's New Zealand.
Well,
That just don't sound.
It's like the same thing.
What are you called if you're from New Zealand?
A Kiwi.
That's what I hear, but I bet that's not correct. That could even be a slur to them. I don't even know. It's that.
It could be. I have no idea.
Yeah. So then that Duke team with Seth Curry lost to the Gordon Hayward Butler team. Dang.
Oh.
Speaking of Gordon Hayward, he's on OKC right now.
Yeah, I saw him the other day. It was like 2 games ago. He went on. I was like, when the freak did they get Gordon Hayward?
He should have been on the court shooting threes because nobody could hit a three last game. And that was at home. They kind of screwed themselves. So, yeah, Gordon Hayward, and that's it. And you got Brad Stevens.
Yeah, he's now the GM of the freaking Celtics.
They came one lucky shot from winning the championship. Who did they lose to?
Well, they lost in 2 years in a row. They lost to UConn and they lost to Duke.
Well, obviously they didn't lose to Duke this year because Duke beat them. So this is the second year.
Yeah, they lost to UConn.
Which wasn't there one where he threw the ball like almost full court or something?
Yeah, like half court and then like rims out.
Yeah. So Butler had the last shot.
Yeah, I think that's the Duke loss.
Oof, brutal.
Because I think the UConn loss, they lost pretty like decisively.
Okay, yeah, dude. Did Seth Curry win a championship?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this, and you're right. It was 59-61, and it's against the Duke team. So I thought this was the same year as the John Wall team, but I guess it's not. So let's see who was on that Duke team. So the Duke team that won the championship. Yeah, it says Seth Curry.
Oh, I guess he has. I guess he is a champion.
Yeah, national championship game. He won a national championship. That's something his brother will never have.
Nope.
Who wins that, right? Who wins? When they go to the trophy room at the Curry parents' home, you're gonna have Steph Curry, MVP, national NBA championship. But over there in Seth Curry, you got national championship.
Yep.
Were they undefeated?
I don't think so. No way.
No, they were 35-5. When's the last time that a college basketball team has gone undefeated? Can you even remember?
Well, I remember that Kentucky team with Karl Anthony Towns and Devin Booker. They're like 2 games away from being undefeated.
Didn't we go to Dave and Buster's to watch them play? on that one?
No, we went to the Matrix.
Oh yeah, that was a heck of a year.
Yeah, we went to the Matrix, and I won on what is
War.
war,
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh freak, and then I bought us burgers or whatever with the money we won. I won.
Well, I think you just reimbursed us for the burgers, right? Didn't we already eat?
Uh, uh,
Did
I
we
don't
eat before
remember.
or after war?
I think it
All I
was
know is you
after
won.
war. I think it was
Yeah.
after war.
Okay. That's a fun game. My son,
Yeah.
he was talking about, hey, what games he had to play some kind of game for school, and it's Christian school. So they said no gambling, no 21 or something. And so he decided to play war. Little did they know you can gamble on anything.
Oh, Joe, I know.
Yeah.
They took out the war at the Matrix. They don't have it anymore.
Really? Think they were losing
Yeah,
money or they broke the code? I don't think you could lose money on that. It's like 50-50.
it's literally gambling. Yeah, because each time I go to the Matrix, I'm always like, "Where's the war?" Just like if I'm like itching, I was like, "Am I gonna make $100 or I'm gonna lose $100?"
You're like, let's not waste any time. It's me and you. You're like, it's just like that's the same way you pick up women. It's like, let's not waste any time. Let's just go back to my room, or you don't like me. That's it.
Yeah.
Dang. He skips the burger. He takes his date right to the war table and says, "All right, we're either going on a date or we're not. Let's see."
Let's get straight to the point.
Yeah, exactly. I like it. No nonsense. It's amazing.
But yeah, they don't have it anymore.
That sucks. They should bring it back. I mean, they still got what Pai Gao and poker and 21, right?
Yeah, and they have like it's like a 21 and that has like a wizard. I don't know what type of
What? They got
yeah.
Wizard 21?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. It's like it's like what the frick? What's up with this wizard?
That's hilarious. So if you get the
Yeah,
wizards, like a wizard comes out and he starts waving his wand over you, and then you're like, what's going on? And he's
Yeah.
speaking in like Turkish or something.
yeah, and Hobbit.
Yeah, he's like, you're like, what is going on? Did I win money? It's like, no, you lost. Oh. Yeah, but we got the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks today. Game 6 at Indiana. It's -6.5 now. Are they? Is someone else out? It started at 5.5, and it's just creeping on the. I think you would take the Knicks, right, with some of that Cruz Azul money.
Yeah, I guess I'd pick the Knicks for money line wise, but
I mean, how can you
or
go
not
wrong,
money
right?
not money wise, but spread wise, but I think they go 7.
Really? I mean,
What
you
do you
couldn't
think?
see the Knicks winning this game?
I could see them winning, but well, I think what happened yesterday with the Timberwolves, I think I didn't see that happening, but I think I could see that happening for the next game.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen anymore after yesterday's game. I'm just first of all, I thought the Pacers would win the last game, so I have no idea what kind of Pacers team is going to show up. I honestly thought they were on par with the Celtics because I'm looking at the roster. I like the makeup of it. Pascal Siakam's a leader and a champion. He's better than OG Anunoby, of course, right?
Yeah, well, so far in this series, all the home team has won every game. The home team's 5-0.
I don't know if that means anything. You know what I mean? That's just like something when you're playing roulette and you're looking at the board and you said, well, it hasn't hit a green in like 5 turns. I guess it's green this time. I mean, it adds to it. Obviously, with these unexperienced teams, you need that home court advantage. It's hard for them to go on the road. But I think that with the way the Knicks are playing, I think they'll take the day off. There's no reason for them to like hurt Brunson or something like that if they can go home. And you've seen how amazing they've played at home, right? They'll probably play for the first quarter and then pack it in, right?
Well, freak, they're like, they've what? I think they've only lost like one game at home, right? Against the 76ers.
I'm not
I think
sure.
it's just like, or have they lost at home?
I think so. Yeah, that's right. Don't bring up the 76ers. I just can't believe the 76ers. Whoa, we're looking at AMC has gone green. So are we seeing a turnaround? Yes, sir.
They're up 2%.
I can't say that I'm making money, but this is the direction we want to go, right?
Oh, they're going back to 1.5%. Oh, low ones.
Yeah, now, I'm hoping to make it to the moon by at least next Wednesday.
Oh, good luck, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if I'm not on the show by next Wednesday, you're gonna know what happened. I'm on the moon.
Do they have Wi-Fi at the moon?
Not the side of the moon. I'm going to the dark side.
You're gonna get that SpaceX, bro.
Yeah. Now SpaceX is Mars, bro. So I'm shooting for Mars, but if I could just make it to the moon, I'll be happy. Yeah. I'm trying to find the spread for the next game.
Oh, they're back to the red.
Freaking basura. Did you happen to catch the Cruz Azul game?
So I actually turned on the channel, and that's when I was like, "Oh, they're winning." I'm like, "Oh, this is a wrap then."
Yeah, dude.
I can't say I watched it though.
They have no spread, not even on betting sites. See if you can find the spread for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is very interesting. So now for the NBA championship, the Nuggets are plus 225 and the Timberwolves are plus 800.
What are the Celtics at? Plus Celtics 100 or something?
Minus 130 still. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. But you might want to put some money on the Knicks or the Pacers. I mean, because who thought the Heat would make it to the finals last year, right?
So right now, from what I could see, the spread is Nuggets minus 5.5. 5.5. Oh no, it opened at 5.5. It's at 4.5.
Well, heck, man. I think it's gotta be at least 2.5 with the way the Timberwolves played. I mean, they just dismantled him. But the good thing about them is the Nuggets is they lost 2 at home and then came into Minnesota and destroyed them. So they're a team of composure. So if any team's going to be able to win this game, it's going to be them. They're composed. They have the right mindset. It looks like nothing phases them. That would destroy someone like me. If I were to lose by 50, I would just be thinking about it all night and day. It seems like they can get out of their mind. But Anthony Edwards, I wonder how much he was talking after that game. What do you think? You think he was talking crazy?
I think he talked regardless, even
you think when he was losing?
Yeah, I think he just talks a lot of smack in general.
Gosh dang.
I saw in the press conference, right? He was saying yeah, after the Denver lost last game, I was like, I'll be back. I'll see. And he was talking smack to the crowd and the Nuggets employees or whatever.
Oh,
he's like he'll send me back. Don't worry about it. I'll get you guys back.
Yeah. Well, and he did. He was correct. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know if you can talk when you're in Minnesota getting your butt kicked. That has to be a gut check to him. But if you're at the highest level, you have to be some kind of have a little bit of narcissism in you to where you think you're the best. I mean, you are the best. You're in the NBA. But I've seen people that are great humbled all the time. Look at Bradley Beal, who went into game 4, and he said, "I've never been swept in my life, and I'll never be swept now." So you can count it, you can write it on your board, your dream board, and you can bring it into the arena, but it's not going to happen. And then after the game, he's like, "It happened." So
Well, he's Bradley Beal, though.
he's great, though, right? He's an NBA player.
I won't say he's great, but yeah, he's a very
Anybody
good
in the
basketball
NBA,
player.
aren't they great? Look at some of the players on the bench that are the best of the best, just to make it to the NBA. Look at
Yeah, they're the best. They're the best compared to us, but then they're not the best of the best of the best.
man, it's levels, but when I think about it, I mean, you see someone in college who dominates and then they go to the NBA. You think Gordon Hayward is humbled because he couldn't make it as one of the greats? He was right there. He was an all-star every year at Utah. What's wrong with these people? Why do they keep leaving Utah? Utah is where it's at. This is where you do great. And you think you go out into the world, you got Deron Williams, you got Gordon Hayward, you got Donovan Mitchell, and
What's
it's just
Gobert?
Gobert. Well, who knows? Gobert might be the one success story.
Yeah, because
He
I saw Mitchell. He's like, I guess he's not happy with the Cavs.
Well, for him not to play that game 3 is just ridiculous.
Well, he didn't
I
play
mean,
like
game 4. I'm
and
sorry,
five.
game 4. Yeah,
Well, he didn't play
because
the last 2 games.
game 4 is your last stand. I don't think he was hurt. Do you think he was he was really hurt?
Well, I think you play if you're hurt. If you're like not
Yeah.
super hurt, right? I would assume so.
Exactly. It's like, shoot me up, do whatever you got to do. I mean, Isaiah Thomas is playing on like a hurt ankle. Granted, that was like the semifinals or something, and that was a long time ago when they weren't getting paid as much, and they took pride in that. But I see people still taking pride. Look at Durant when he came out after that injury on the Warriors, right? And then he re-injured himself.
Yeah, and then he like tore his Achilles or something, right? Like 10 minutes into the game, or like 5 minutes into the game. Yeah.
That was brutal crossover. I can't even watch that. If I still see it again, I'll turn the channel. But same thing with Klay Thompson. When he tore it, he came out to shoot his free throws.
Yeah, and then after that, he was
done for like 2 years.
Well, he was done like for 1 year, and then like in like preseason, he like tears his like Achilles or something like that.
Bro, for him to come out and shoot his free throws, I mean, he must have been in so much pain. Granted, his adrenaline's up, but I don't know if they gave him a shot or anything. I don't know if that's legal, but I've seen people
I don't think so.
I've seen people when they tear it and they're screaming.
Yeah.
Oh man, he came out, shot those free throws, he walked. No one helped him, right? Did someone help him or no? I don't think anybody helped him.
No,
Walk.
I don't remember, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember it right now. He came down, he dunked the ball, and then he came down, and I think someone came under him a little bit, but it caused him to move in a weird way. And then when he just came down, it was over. But it was a freak accident, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like, oh, he injured him on purpose.
Yeah.
Just one of those things, NBA Finals, body moving.
And Toronto got every break, and I would complain, but honestly, Golden State got every break their first year. So, it goes around, comes around, I guess, and you can't complain about it.
Yeah, and that one Spurs guy was making all his three. What's his name? Danny Green?
Yeah, Danny Green was making it. I mean, everybody was going off. It looked like the Warriors were way outmatched in that finals. And the Warriors kept trying to make adjustments, and you're like, okay, we got it. And every time they said we got it, something weird happened. Something changed. Obviously, you got Durant going on. Obviously, you got Clay going out. But then there was other players that were coming off the bench that started playing funny and stuff, and you just saw the life draining out of them slowly. But it went to 6, right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
game 6
that's when Clay got hurt. It was Game 6.
I swear they had that game. Yeah,
It's crazy. They still won a championship. What, like 2 years later? 3 years later?
yeah. So there's a question going around that was saying, who do you think wins the championship? Who has the more likelihood, the Warriors or the Lakers? I mean, Steph Curry or LeBron, basically. Who do you think has more of a chance to win a championship just before they retire?
Um, I guess if I had to guess, I'd say neither. But if I had to pick one,
Yeah, you have to
I
pick one. That's
guess
the point of the question.
it would be. I guess I'd say LeBron just because Curry's
Hmm.
not leaving the Warriors,
Yeah.
and LeBron he could go. Freak, he go back to Cleveland. I don't know what he'll do.
Interesting. Yeah, he could go anywhere. He go anywhere that picks up his son. And you know
He,
how he is with attracting players to play with him. So, but the problem is he's only going to attract old players. He's probably going to go get what's the guy from? He's probably going to get Udonis Haslam and Chris Paul, and they're going to go over to the Houston Rockets, and they're going to go trade all their young talent.
yeah,
They're gonna go trade. They're gonna go to OKC. They're gonna get rid of SGA, and they're gonna bring in Patrick Beverly and
yeah,
create some kind of super team. They're gonna create the super
yeah,
team. They say, "Hey, Bradley Beal, they don't want you over there. Come over here." Yeah, they'll probably go to the New York Knicks.
yeah. He's the exact opposite of Josh Giddey.
What do you mean? He likes older women?
He likes older people.
That's true. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. No, but so my prediction is that LeBron James is going to end up at the New York Knicks with Bronny James and Carmelo Anthony. And that's going to be a super team. Super team. Yeah. Would you bet?
They'll get Dwayne Wade back.
Yes. And his son.
She?
Yeah. Well, I think his daughter identifies as a man, actually. So
Uh,
it could go either way. That
I thought
family
his
is
I thought his son
interesting.
was a chick.
His son's a chick, and his daughter's a son. A daughter identifies as a guy. I believe. I
Yeah.
have to look it up, but I know for sure his son identifies as a female. That's for sure. Yeah, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. What do you think about? I was going to just show you this right here for the NBA championships. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. So Celtics are minus 130. Wolves
Yeah.
and Mavericks.
So
Denver's 225.
so obviously Mavericks are going to the Western Conference Finals, right? Is that
Most
settled?
likely.
I mean, but would
I think they beat the OKC.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in their head for sure, you know, and I think they've kind of proven a point. They weren't even trying last game, and they kind of cruised to that victory, and that was in OKC. Now they're going back to Dallas. I mean, this young OKC team just looks like they're in their head, and except for SGA, but I didn't even think SGA was affected last game. I was looking at and he just doesn't believe in his team. He's like, "You guys can't help me."
They're too young, you know? They're just too
Yeah.
young.
Yeah. They're probably like Minnesota was last year, right?
Well, SGA, he's like the veteran. He's like what, like 25, 26? Like he's the old
Yeah,
guy.
exactly. I think they said the average age was like 23 or something on that team. Who's
Well,
the
Chet,
coach?
he's some young guy. I don't even know who he is, to be honest.
Yeah, come on. If you're going to have that young team, you got to have someone that's going to be like a Phil Jackson or someone that's really old and experienced. That's going to say, "Hey guys, we got this." When I talk to Michael Jordan in Game 7, they'll be like, "Whoa." You know?
So their coach is Mark Diganot.
Mike Darganotz. Never heard of him.
So
Never heard of him.
So he was an assistant at Holy Cross. He was an assistant at Florida, and then he was the head coach of the Oklahoma City Blue, which is their G League.
Okay.
And then he was the assistant head coach, and then I guess he's been the head coach since 2020.
That's interesting. So 2020. So he was there with Chris Paul. Was he there with Westbrook? 2020. I'm trying to think.
4 years ago. No, Westbrook. Not. He might. Nah, I don't think so. And he's 39.
Holy moly! Gosh dang! I'm older than him. That's weird. I'm getting too old. It's funny because when I watch NBA and all that, I look at these guys and I say, "Oh man, Steph Curry's getting old. He's like 36."
You're like, I'm like 7 years older than him.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, freaking who? Joker, man, he's been around forever. He's like 24 years old. It's like, these kids aren't kids. But yeah, Oklahoma City Thunder, you could get them at 2,200. But I think, okay, you could go Dallas Mavericks 750. I think that's a good bet because they could beat the Timberwolves. I believe it's a good matchup.
Yeah, they could beat the they could beat the Timberwolves. The Nuggets, I don't think so. But they could beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah, because I could see Cat going down. Isn't it unbelievable that we haven't seen Cat go down at all?
Yeah, because he had like that messed up knee, right?
He's got a messed up. He's got a messed up everything. That guy's freaking made of glass. Every playoff, he's really close. So I don't know if Anthony Edwards said, "Hey man, you got to get off that knee stuff." And I'm sure, man, that hangnail, you got to play because I see the way he talks to him in the press conferences, and he's not kind. He puts him on blast.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're friends or what.
It'd be kind of crazy if freaking out of all this, freaking the Celtics win it. It'd be like the least impressive championship.
Exactly. I don't know about the least impressive because the bubble is the least impressive. I was talking to a Lakers fan out at the basketball court the other day, and he was wearing his Lakers gear, and I said something derogatory towards the Lakers, which was pretty funny. And then we both had a laugh, but he said, "Yeah, but we won a championship. LeBron got a championship." And then everybody, like people I wasn't even talking to, they're just coming up and they're laughing. And it's like, "You talking about the bubble? You talking about the bubble?" And he's like, "That's a championship. That's a championship." Some people say that's the hardest championship to win. That's what he said.
Oh my goodness gracious.
They couldn't leave the house. They didn't have their family. And it's like, oh man, come on, bro. There were no fans. Nobody was even watching. Did you watch basketball that year?
No.
I mean, did you catch any games, any full games from beginning to end? Which is odd because everyone was home. But did you catch any games?
Like I've turned on the channel, but I can't say I actually watched it from beginning to end on. But like, oh, there's basketball going on. I'm like, oh, whatever.
But it doesn't
I couldn't get into it.
But it doesn't even make sense. That would be the only thing that we could do. It's like, what do we do right now? All we do is watch sports all day, all night. We're looking for some sports. I'm watching soccer last night. What's wrong with me? Okay, 2020 comes, COVID, you're at home and you can't do anything. You can't leave your house. You can't even go to the grocery store without a mask, and we won't watch sports. I didn't watch any sports that year.
It just didn't feel real. Like it was just like, oh, it just looked like scrimmages, like pickup games.
Yeah, it was really weird. I mean,
and then they're like, oh, Yeah, look at these. I remember they used to have like holograms. Like, look,
Yeah.
there's actually people there. I was like, what is this garbage? No, there's not people.
I think you had to go. You had to go. I wonder if you had to buy tickets. I think you did. I think you had to buy tickets to be on the holograms.
No way.
Yeah, I think so. But
You got to be pretty stupid to buy tickets to do that.
people were pretty desperate, bro. People were pretty desperate to feel like they were part of something. You know what we were doing? I don't know if you remember, but some dude would open up. He had the keys to the Mormon church at 12 midnight. He would open up the basketball court, and like all these scavenger basketball players, because they took down the hoops outside, they would come into the thing at noon, and we'd have to park far in the residential area so that the parking lot didn't look full. You know what I mean? So the cops
That's
wouldn't.
ridiculous.
Yeah, how freaking crazy, how dumb. And all those guys are still alive. None of them. No, they didn't. It's crazy. Not now. I'm saying people did, but none of those guys that were playing basketball and exercising. You know, young.
After each pass, did you guys swing the basketball?
Yeah, absolutely. We were playing with masks and full hazmat suits.
It's like, oh, he touched the ball. Let's sanitize it. Okay, all right. Next play.
Yeah. But I think that was one of the biggest mistakes, is because like basketball was keeping you healthy and stuff, but they weren't even letting them sit on the beach in the wide open area or swim in the beach. That don't make any sense. But which one would you take out of these two, Indiana Pacers or New York Knicks?
I'll take the Knicks.
Well, I mean, you don't think either's going to win, right?
No.
So why not take the Pacers? Because you can get more money. Put 100 on them, 100 for 10,000. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty
But
sweet.
I think I could see the Knicks winning more than the Pacers, though.
Okay.
Even though I think it's not going to happen.
Why do you think it's not going to happen if the Heat went to the championship last year?
With the Pacers, I just don't see it with them.
Well, did you have an inkling that the Heat might make it to the playoffs last year?
Well, the Heat are always the Heat, you know? They're always got something going on.
Well, let's check this out, because I still have this up. But in the first round, they beat the Bucks. Was there some kind of injury on the Bucks or something? They were the 8th seed.
Well, Giannis was hurt.
Last year?
Yeah, he was hurt last year too.
Oh, freak.
Remember he hurt his back like game 2 or something like that.
I don't remember that. Didn't we watch that game at Mountain Mike's or something? I think for like a birthday party or something. I remember we watched a Bucks Heat series at Mountain Mike's for like a graduation or something. But anyways, I think Ace's family was there. But we got the Bucks and the Heat. So they beat the Bucks, which was obviously a mismatch. They should have never beat them. Then they played the Knicks. Okay, that's a 50-50. Either of those teams could go on, but they won 4-2. And then they go to face the Celtics.
Right,
and then they go game 7. Game 7.
Oh, that's right, because I think the Heat were up 3-0, and then they blow the 3-0 lead, and then they end up winning in 7.
I believe this is the one where didn't the Celtics lose all their home games? Well, everyone lost all their home games.
Well, I think they went down 3-0, huh? I thought they went down 3-0.
I don't think so. Let me see. Okay, so first game, Heat win. Second game, Heat win. Third game, Heat win. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They were down 3-0. Holy smokes. So they almost came back. They almost pulled off the impossible.
Yeah, because I remember everyone was saying oh, the Celtics coach, he has to get fired. It's ridiculous. We're the 1 seed.
Yeah. That's pretty amazing that they almost came back from 3-0. That's never been
Yeah,
done
well,
before, right?
yeah, well, you shouldn't be down 3-0 when you're the freaking, what, the 2 seed?
Yeah, yeah,
2 against the 8?
exactly. But I mean, and there were no injuries, I believe, right?
I don't think so. I think they're fully. I think
I
the
think
Heat had injuries.
Oh yeah, the Heat had a ton of injuries, didn't they? I remember they were
I think
playing Max Strus and freaking. I think Hero was hurt. Hero didn't play at all, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
And now he's their number one, basically. Do you think Jimmy Butler's on the Heat next year? I don't think so.
No, he's older, and then he's kind of he's a little different. I'm
He's
amazed
still a winner.
Yeah. Well, he's a dog.
Yeah, absolutely. He's still a winner. I could see him getting together with LeBron. Could you see that?
I don't think he'd want to play with LeBron.
Why? Why not?
I don't think. He just doesn't
You don't think
seem
those
like that.
mentalities would get along?
No, I don't think. I don't think personality-wise they would get along. No.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know.
I think
Yeah, maybe
he's someone who, like, LeBron will say something, and then, Jimmy Butler will be like, "Shut the f up."
That's true. Yeah, Jimmy doesn't take anything from anyone. When Jimmy talks, Jimmy talks.
Yeah, like he's like, "Oh, I think we should do this," and I don't think they would mesh together. That's why I like Jimmy. He just does what he does.
Yeah, Jimmy seems like he is the kind of guy who refers to himself in third person.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy does what Jimmy wants to do. Nobody tells Jimmy what to do. Aren't you Jimmy?
Yeah, you damn right I'm Jimmy.
Yeah. All right, so I guess that's it for the market. It looks like we've reached some positive territory. AMC almost hit 5, but I don't know if you know this stock down here at the bottom, the DJT, but that's Donald Trump's stock. So it's at 48. Yeah, I bought that at 24. So it's at 48 right now. And
is it killing because he's on trial?
It's killing just because it's him, it's just like, it's got that meme kind of like, that meme kind of feel, every time he does something, 80 million people voted for him. So he's got all this support. And then, you're just counting on if he does something every time he's in the news, every time he's in court, he's constantly getting publicity. So all his fans, they just, I'll buy part of that, see if I can't push that and support him. So, it's got something to it.
Yeah.
And then all the haters, they're always hating on it, which brings more publicity to it. You know how they say there's any publicity is good publicity. So it's just got a ton of publicity. So it's doing well. I think it's going to hit 100 in the next 6 months because it's already hit 100 4 years ago when he ran for president. Yeah. So I'm assuming it will go right back to at least what it went to last 4 years ago, last election year, and maybe a little more. It might get some momentum. If he wins, holy smoke, people will be all over it, I believe. I mean, that's just my guess, my hypothesis. It's not like, what do you got? You got, what do you got, Stripe or Paycom or something like that? What's the thing you have?
Oh,
PayPal?
No, not PayPal. It's the one thing you pay over with your phone. What's it called? It's
I don't know. You got it. What is it?
I don't remember what it's called.
Do you still have it or no?
I do have it. I've never sold it.
Oh, that's crazy. That's like so long ago.
I don't even remember what it's called. It's the thing you use. Square.
Oh my gosh. Let's see what Square is at before we get off.
I think I bought it at like $40 or something, like $20.
Square stock. I mean, it's at 72,
Oh, about it like like a 20 or something like that.
but it's not even called Square anymore. It's called Block.
Oh,
Is that? Yeah.
they probably
So-
sold or something.
Yeah. But you know what happens is sometimes when it gets really high, like it gets like 120 or something like that, they kind of divide the shares. So instead of having one share, now you have
They
30.
split it.
Exactly. So they split it. So who knows? You could have been split a couple times in these amount of years.
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't checked on it in years. I
Can
kind
you-
of forgot I had it.
Can you check that out today? I would love to see where you're at. You might be a millionaire.
Yeah, I don't think so, but yeah, I'll have to do some research.
Yeah. Let me
I
know.
don't even
You
know.
might be, instead of the professor, you might be the millionaire next time you come on the show. All right, player. Until next time.
All right. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Technically.
Oh, that's true. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be live from the meth capital. All right, man. Peace.
All right. Peace.